Okay, I'm back. We'll see if that fixed anything. Back to game. That's much better. Alright, alright, alright. Imposter sus. Please come back. I'm here. It's like I never left. But I did. Anyway, yeah, we're destroying a tree. Let me take a look here. We're gonna change this back to what it was. One second. Captain's doing some important work right now, okay? Yeah. Looking at stuff, looking at stuff, looking at stuff. Look. We're coming back on, okay? We're coming back on. We're live. We're live once again. With very little delay this time. So, if somebody were to come back, we could hang, we could talk. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, at least not for another 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, we're all good. Okay, back to Minecraft. We're in. What was I doing? What was I doing? I need to open my screen back up. 1 second. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, we're good. Yeah, apartment building. This is what I was working on, because I was actually playing this right before I started streaming too, and I was making this. Making like a nice little garden. A little pathway, gonna put some trees and flowies in here. And I put a little pond with a fountain and some lily pads. Maybe I'll throw some fish in there. I don't know, whatever we're feeling like. And then we have this little bit down here, which is like a little promenade, you see. A little promenade. Or something. And another little garden. And then all this stuff way back here, all gonna be part of the town. Even all this stuff. All the stuff way out into the distance. It's all gonna be mine. Ours, actually, to be correct. And as I was clearing some of these trees out, I saw... Whoops. What? What was that? These ruins I found while I was clearing the forest. And I was thinking, like, you know, I kind of want to repurpose this. maybe into some like condos or something. But I decided that, you know, I wanted to keep it just as a landmark. You know, just like a cool, you have to respect the history and the culture and heritage of this place. And who am I to swoop in here and just completely demolish this piece of history, right? I mean, who knows what this could have been in the past, right? Like, it could have been, you know, it could have been a really important thing to the ancient peoples of this land. So we're going to leave it. We're going to put a barricade around it. I'm going to put a sign. And then it's going to become an attraction to make us money. Right? Boost the revenue of the town. Get people wanting to come here. I think that's only appropriate. I mean, if I'm not going to destroy it, I might as well sell it, right? Also, Impasta Sus, if you're watching still, I fixed the delay. I fixed it. I did it. I figured it out. All I had to do is end the stream and then I guess make a new one. But we're here. And it worked. I can hear you now. Whoops. Let me turn that music back on since we're back in. Got a lot going on, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're streaming Minecraft in 2025? What is this? Who are we? What has our society become? Can you even call this a society? Where hooligans like myself are allowed to stream Minecraft on a Wednesday? At 11 o'clock? What would my mother think? Oh, if only she knew. I don't even think she knows what Minecraft is. What a baby. Bees. I would like to make, like, just being completely real, actually. I would like to make, because here's the thing. As I've been deforesting these lands, I've ruined a lot of bees' homes, and I've noticed that there's just lots of bees wandering around without homes. So I think it would be kind of nice to build a little place for the bees, because there's lots of them. And they're dripping their pollen all over the place. Which is great, which is good, because that means the flowers are gonna grow. But I don't want flowers here. Okay? So we're gonna relocate these bees. What is that, by the way? I never noticed that before. That's an interesting landmark. I kinda wanna go check it out. But I feel I'm getting too distracted. And I also feel like I haven't done anything. But you know what? That's what Minecraft's all about, baby. You just kind of feel like you don't do anything, but you're actually building a town. A real place for people to live. And you know what? You're so good at it that it doesn't even feel like you're doing anything. Right? Like, one could argue that I, at this moment in time right now, I am in fact not doing anything. But I would say those who would argue that and would agree that I am in fact doing nothing Well, they have yet to see my accomplishments. I'll show them my resume. And it will look like this. It will look like this. It was thee who said I did nothing. You bloody fool. Look what I have accomplished. Dozens of homes for these poor, long-nosed fools who have no homes, no families to speak of, no possessions of their own. Mwah. They live here now. They live here. This is their home. And who was it who built this home? This land? These houses? This church? This? The one that you had previously proclaimed did nothing. In fact, did all of this. Planted each tree. Refurbished each house. Repurposed these streets. I even gave them light to see. And sheep. Huh. Where would the sheep be without these lands, without this town, without these people to shepherd? It would be there, or perhaps there in the ocean, on this cloud. It would not be here. And yet, because this place was built, it has a place to go. So I ask thee again, would thou proclaim that I did nothing? Oh, you poor fool. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I guess I guess instead of destroying weeds, I'll just go cut some trees down, huh? Sounds like a good time. I mean, this is what I would have been doing anyway, so... Hello, pig. I can barely hear the music. I'm gonna turn it up just a little... It's a little poop. We'll do one more poop. There we go. Now I can kind of hear it. Hopefully that's not too loud. Let me just... Just chilling. There's also, you know, despite that minor hiccup, right, just real talk for a second, there's a good chance that sometime in the future, all these old videos are probably going to be archived or unlisted, just because, you know, I want this to be a quality experience for myself and for everybody else who's on board, right? And I don't want to have, you know, little hiccups like that. Although, I think moments like that are a good bookmark in any story, right? Like, you gotta learn, you gotta grow. And, you make mistakes. I'm still learning things in real time, right? And it would be nice to come back and look on this in the future and just kind of smile about it, right? And be like, oh, those were simpler times, you know? And now I'm old. And I hate my job. I'm just kidding. If it ever got to the point that I stopped having fun doing this, I would just stop, you know? I'm not the kind of person that's not going to do something they don't want to do. And I'm definitely not going to do something just because I have to, if I don't have to, right? This is not a thing that I would do out of obligation, you know? I'm doing this because I want to. This is an experience that I've wanted to have. I wanted to see, test the waters and see how it felt. You know, if it kind of gave me the thing I was looking for creatively. socially. You know. And we're 3 streams in, right? I don't know. I like this, it's fun. I'm having a great time. You know, just playing Minecraft, right? Like this is what you do. This is what Captain Rollo does on a Wednesday night. Or rather, you know, it's Friday for me. And you know, unfortunate technical hiccups are just a part of the job. It's just something that it's a learning experience, right? I mean, I'm not upset by it. I'm not offended. I don't know why. I don't really know why I would be, but you know, just a minor setback, and here we are, Minecrafting, mining and crafting. God, there's so many of these weeds. Are these weeds? Is this something in my inventory that I can plant? What is this? Okay, I'm just gonna float up here really fast and see how far back I actually want to go. Because I really would... We got another little villager outpost here. I would like to cut all this down and just make this another part of town. Like, I would love to just have this repurposed into the town, right? Because it's really not that far away from Mikasa. And what is this here? I never noticed this before. Is this like an underwater thing? Why is this here? Oh, this is like nether stuff. This is a nether portal. Okay. This is not gonna be here. It's a bit of an eyesore, wouldn't you say? I don't really like it. And I certainly don't like this. I don't want my children seeing this. What is this here? Hey, what is that? These are my colors. What is this? Could this be a makeshift shrine for me? Oh. And gifts, I see red stone, red dye. Oh, that's coral. Fire coral block? You thought I would like this stuff. I mean, this is clearly a makeshift shrine, right? These are my colors. This is my banner. I have these displayed on my bedroom wall. This is clearly for me. Who could have made this? You? Did you make this shrine for me? Well, I will see to it that you are handsomely rewarded. But for now, my people need me. They need me to clear out this forest. Hello? You know, I just realized, probably need to turn the Minecraft music off. Was gonna do that before I started, definitely didn't do it. Definitely didn't do it. Music off. We don't need that on. We don't need that. Even though Minecraft music is delightful. It's very nice. But we don't need that on. Oh my goodness. And 0. There we go. Back. Okay. I don't know why, every time I come up into my little room, my little space up here, my sinuses just, they don't want to be good. They just get stuffy. And I have the AC going. And it's not like particularly well ventilated up here, so I mean that could be why too. Like if I open the window it'd probably be fine, but then there'd be bugs. And I don't like bugs. I don't want them in me. I definitely don't want that. I don't want them around me, I don't want them on me, anywhere near me. Some bugs are fine. You know, but I don't, there's a lot of them that I don't like. Especially big ones that make sounds. Nope. No thank you. Or the ones that look like they have like weird like humanoid faces. Yeah, just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ew. Do not like. Or like there's a type of beetle. Ugh. They're called, I believe they're called longhorn beetles, right? And longhorn beetles, they have gross, like, people faces. Kinda. Like, they definitely look like if they pulled their little bug head off, there'd be like a person's face underneath it. You know? Like, they just kind of give me that vibe. And, I'm not down with that. I found one of them in my room a couple years ago. And it was big, and it had, like, stripes. And these big, thick antennas. Ugh. Man. Oh, no. Like, why? Why did it evolve to look like that? Like, what other purpose could that serve other than scaring the shit out of me? I'm good. No thank you. Or like one time, oh man, this story is really bizarre, okay? And I don't know how this came to pass. I never thought about it really. I just accepted that it happened. I dealt with the situation and we moved on. But one time, this was many years ago, probably had to have been close to 10 years ago at this point. I was a much younger man. And must have been in the summertime, right? And I got up to go to the bathroom in my undies, right? In me boxers. Probably, this was back in the day when I used to sleep till like 12:30. You know, I used to sleep way past noon. But I had gotten up unreasonably early for some reason. I guess maybe I just couldn't sleep. And I was all groggy, you know, in my underwear. I walk into the bathroom, right? And I'm using the bathroom. I won't disclose which kind of bathroom I was making. Not that it really matters too much for the outcome of the story, right? But I go to the sink to wash my hands, and I just happened to glance in the mirror, right? And I notice on the door behind me in the bathroom, recalling this story, it gives me the little tingly doos up my spine, because it's so weird and I hate it. I hate thinking about this, but I really want to share this story just because it's just to kind of paint you a picture of why I really don't like bugs. I mean, if you don't have the same thing with bugs that I do, then you're gonna just kind of be like, okay, whatever. But for me, this was akin to the protagonist in a horror film, right? So I look in the mirror and I notice on the door, just hanging, because I don't think anybody else was home, so I had the door slightly ajar, right? And I notice on the door frame, hanging just kind of surreptitiously, just enough to where I could see it, was this like large black praying mantis, right? And my first reaction was, I have to get out of this house. I have to escape. But then, you know, after I deliberated for a second and the fear kind of passed over me, I thought to myself, like, why? Why is this happening? I started to philosophize, right? Like, but why? Why would this be here? At 6:30 in the morning, nobody else is here. I'm in the bathroom, in my underwear, washing my hands, half asleep. I probably look like crap, right? Look in the mirror, I'm probably all puffy and like, I just want to go back to sleep, okay? Why? What have I done to you know, stoke the ire of this disgusting thing? Why is it here? Why is it in my bathroom? You know, there's 2 other bathrooms in the house. I think there were 2 at the time. Why is it here? Why is it in my bathroom, on my door, at this exact moment in time? And it's staring me down, okay? It's like on the door, it's got his weird little claw arms dangling. And I kind of just turn around and I'm like, oh my god, maybe I can get out of here and it won't, you know, react, right? Maybe it doesn't notice me. Maybe it's sleeping or something. But then the most horrifying thing was that it did notice me. And it knew I was there. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys, right? Big old bugs that make noises. This thing didn't make a noise. But it was like curious, right? It was aware of me. It knew I was there, right? Because when I moved a little bit, I could see its gross little scheming, nasty little face. Its alien triangle looking head and its eyeballs. And its head turned and watched me as I moved. Like it was like, oh, I see you. I know you're in here. And I had another wash of like panic come over me. You know, I was like, oh no. I'm gonna have to face off this thing. I'm gonna have to fight this thing. And everything else after that was kind of a blur. Because I in my memory, I was standing in the bathroom with this thing for like 10 minutes, which, you know, now that I think of it, knowing my track record with insects, it probably could have easily been 10 minutes. I was standing there in my underwear in the bathroom with this disgusting thing, trying to figure out what to do, when, you know, the easiest answer is, you're like 100 times bigger than this thing, just whack it and go back to bed. That, do not take that out of context. Do not clip that, please. I should have thought about that before I said it. You know what? I shouldn't even have acknowledged it. It's fine. Yeah, no one's probably gonna even see this anyway, so it's fine. I could have just, you know, smacked it off the door, squashed it, and then went back to bed. And, you know, any of the guys that he was working with would have been like, no, the boss is dead. We gotta call it quits. We can't carry out this operation without him. You know, he's the one that got us in here in the first place. So, like I said, I don't really remember what happened. I'm pretty sure that we did battle, and, well, unless I'm a gross praying mantis wearing a human suit, you know who won that fight. So, moral of the story is, bugs are gross. Big ones are even worse. The little ones can do different types of damage, right? You know, they're the ones that really get in there. They're the ones that... The little bugs... You know, the big bugs can ruin your day, right? But the big bugs, they can ruin your life if you let them, you know? Some are good, though. Some are good. Don't get me wrong, okay? I like ants. Ants are fine. Don't want them in my house. Don't want them on my stuff. I don't want to see them. They're fine outside when they're a respectable distance away from the things that I cherish. The things that I maintain, right? Ants are fine in their natural habitat, which, you know, is respectfully anywhere that they want to go, because they're ants and they've been here millions of years longer than me. But I'm also big, so stay away from my stuff. I have a rule. Okay, and this kind of ties into my gross praying mantis story, right? If you're a bug, listen up, okay? You can do what you're gonna do, right? You can live your little life, bug life, doing whatever you do. I don't know what you do. I don't know your people. I'm not a part of that culture, so you'll have to forgive me. But if you're a bug, and we pass each other on the street, you know, that's fine. I got no problem with you. But if I find you in my house, I'll fucking destroy you. You don't belong there. That's my space, okay? Same thing, you know, if you walk into a hornet's nest, they're gonna strike you. Same thing, you walk into a Rollo nest, prepare to get smacked. Alright? That's my stuff. And if you're a gross little bug, you better stay away. I won't think twice. I'll do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the bug lovers out there. If you don't like it, well, we are just not on the same wavelength, unfortunately. But some bugs are okay, right? You know, like if you find like a moth in your house, it's like, don't kill it. It's fine. It's not doing anything. It probably just got lost and it's stuck there, and you know, whether or not they can feel fear, you know, it's not important to me. But there's no need to kill it. It's not hurting anything, you know? Unless it's the kind of moth that wants to eat your clothes. In which case, just relocate it to somewhere where there aren't clothes for it to eat. Particularly not your clothes, because, you know, other people's clothes, well, that is not up to you. Butterflies are fine. Don't kill butterflies, right? They're not hurting anybody either. I know they have those those, you know, big long proboscises. But those, you know what those are for? Those are for drinking the sweet, sweet nectar of flowers. And they act as pollinators. They probably do some other gross bug stuff that I'm not aware of. Like, I'm sure that they probably use their proboscises to, you know, liquefy other bugs and suck out the juices. I don't know. Bugs are... There's a reason that there's so many of them. There's more of them than there are of us. That's why there's so few of us left. And you know, I kind of feel the same about obviously caterpillars too. You know what bugs I really hate? That I cannot, absolutely cannot stand. I don't know if you guys have them all where you're from, but where I'm at, there's these little guys that come out every summer, and they're the most useless creatures I have ever seen. Okay? Oh no, piggy. I shouldn't have stood where the grass was, sorry. They're called June bugs, okay? June bugs. And when you know it, they arrive May, June, and they're here all summer. And you know what they do? I have observed them in their natural habitat, doing one thing and one thing only. Being incredibly stupid and useless. I've never seen a June bug do anything except fly around and smack into stuff and be really loud. That's it. I've never seen them eat a plant. I've never seen them fight another bug. I've never seen them interact with their own kind. All they do is they show up from wherever they're from, they float around and smack into your house and into you and into the things that you hold dear, and then they fall onto the ground and then they get back up. Sometimes they get back up. A lot of the times, they'll smack into something and they'll just kind of writhe on the floor, slowly. And I couldn't imagine seeing a creature that was not this behave that way and not be absolutely exterminated. Right? I mean, surely this is what people thought of the dodo when they first saw it, right? And don't get me wrong, dodo, even though it's extinct, one of my favorite animals. June bugs? I don't even know why they're here. Like, why are they here? Where'd they come from? Why are they still here? How are they still here? It doesn't make any sense to me. They don't do anything. I think the only thing that they do is they bump into stuff and die, and sometimes get eaten by spiders, and that is it. That's all I've ever seen them do. Are they important to the environment? I don't know. But you know what? You know what I will say? June bugs, they don't live here. Nope. Not in Rollo Town. There are no June bugs here. Because we don't want them. They're all gone. We sent them all to space. And haven't heard from them since. Hopefully they haven't started an advanced super colony amongst the stars. And I wish that, you know, I'm sure that shooting them all into space would disrupt the ecosystem and create a butterfly effect that would cause all life on Earth to go extinct. Okay, I get it. I understand. But man, they're just the worst, okay? And And I don't usually talk like this about living creatures, right? Like, I mean, sometimes people, sure. Like, there are lots of people that I don't like. But, like, most animals and stuff, like, look, I'm a man of science, okay? I grew up watching Animal Planet. I know how the circle of life works. I know how important every organism in an ecosystem is to each other and to larger ecosystems. I understand all that stuff very well, right? I understand that the predation of prey animals is important, you know, because predators have to eat. I understand that the prey animals are commonly also propagators of various types of vegetation because they spread seeds. I understand that even things like parasites are important because there is also a delicate balance within that ecosystem as well, particularly in marine habitats. I understand all this stuff, you know? Nature's gross, nature's crazy, but it's also beautiful. But you know what's not beautiful? June bugs. What do they do? Why are they here? Other than to occasionally be food for spiders. You know? Like, I mean, if I was a spider, I would want something else. Like, I don't want to waste my time on June bugs, you know? Even as a human who has no need for them, I still don't want to waste my time on them, right? I don't know. Sorry for getting all bent out of shape about June bugs. I'm sure that there are some of you watching who will agree with me though, right? They're the worst. Like, and in the summertime, you know, in like, you know, July, like right around now, you can go outside and you can enjoy the nice summer evening, right? For like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then, lo and behold, here they come. Here's a June bug here to ruin the freaking party, right? Like, nobody invited you. Why would anybody ever invite you? I don't know. I need to keep stock of where I'm at, because I forgot how far I went. I got all hung up on that June bug business and I got lost. Oh. Okay, we're not too far from where we started. That's good. You know, this is one of those things that I love about Minecraft though, right? Or any game like this. You can just kind of zone out, you know, get into the swing of things and like just, you know, it takes your mind to places, right? You never thought that you would go. Like, I didn't think that I was going to end up talking about bugs for so long. I don't like talking about bugs. I don't like bugs in general. I don't like looking at them. I don't like talking about them. Ugh, none of that. I don't like finding them. You know? Like, just randomly, you'll just find corpses of bugs around your house. Like, why? Like, if I did this, like, if I just walked into somebody's house and died, and they found my cold, like, ossified body, like a husk of a human being laying on the floor, the government would be called. That might have been the smartest thing I've said in a very long time. I mean, you know what I mean though? Like, it would cause a big stink, right? Like, why is this man shriveled up like a discarded shell in this person's house? I don't know who this is. This nude, dead man, hollow, like a cocoon. is here. Like if that happened, if people did that kind of thing to each other, like, it'd be pandemonium. Absolutely disgusting. I think we're gonna go for just a little bit longer, and then I will eventually be back on Minecraft, because this is fun. I'm enjoying this, and hopefully next time that I stream, the chat will be fixed. As far as I can tell, let me just do a little quick check really fast. I just want to see what the replays are like. Is it good? Oh yeah, it's pretty fast. Much better. Hopefully, next time I can engage with the chat a little bit more if someone happens to hop in. That's what this whole thing's about, right? We're hanging out together, having fun. I don't know if creative Minecraft has ever been a thing that people do on stream. I don't personally watch a lot of Minecraft streams, so I don't know. I'm just doing it because I felt like doing it, because I felt like playing Minecraft. I didn't actually really expect that this was going to be a thing that I did, but I'm actually really having a good time. Just kind of sitting here yapping about nothing. This was the longest short week I've had in a very long time, and I sorely needed some Minecraft decompression time. And honestly, after I'm done doing my art stuff, which is really the only reason why I'm calling the stream so early, I'm probably gonna end up playing Minecraft till like for a long time. Or what I could do is I could hold off and just work on another project on my own time, and we could just have this one for us, right? I don't know. We'll see. I think for now I'm just gonna kind of call it or play it as I see it, right? I don't really have any plans for anything. I mean, I do have plans for the future of what I want to do on the channel, right? I have plans for myself, and I have plans for the channel. I vaguely know what kind of activities I want to do. Like, in terms of games, like, I have a vague idea. But I have lots of long-term ideas, too. But it's just going to take time to figure all that stuff out, right? And where it stands right now, I'm not in any huge hurry. I'm just here to enjoy myself. And I hope that you guys are too, whoever's watching in these early days. I mean, just think of how interesting and cool it would be to, you know, 500 episodes down the road, right? I don't know if it's gonna go that long, but we'll see. How much this town's gonna grow, right? Like, that's what I'm kind of excited to see, and to actually have like a document, like a visual record of the progress that we've made. Like, that's really cool, because I didn't have that before I started doing this, right? Like, when I was just working on it on my own time, I didn't do things like take screenshots or make screen recordings or whatever. You know, this is like a video diary of our town growing. I don't know why I keep cutting down these weeds. Like, it's not my priority right now. I thought I had my playlist on shuffle. Definitely don't think it's shuffling. Let me check really fast. I think it's the same song. So hopefully you guys haven't been bored to death with this one song playing. I have the repeat enabled. What's this one? Yeah. This one's good. This is a good one. I'm looking forward to expanding my Minecraft playlist as well. Minecraft is so good to just like unwind and chill, and like you kind of have the option, just by the nature of how the game is played, to either like really kind of like zero in and focus on something, or just kind of zone out and like do this. I love it. It's so nice. I always underestimated it. Now I feel like such a fool for doing so. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I was doing some work on my 2D model. Super excited to get that underway. I made some pretty like real progress for the first time in a while. Last night, it was one of those moments. If there's anybody else that's watching that are also artists, illustrators, designers, whatever, you know, you have those moments sometimes where you finish working on a piece, or like you finish working on a project, right? Maybe you're not finishing, but like you're done for the current session, right? And you take a step back and you look at what you've accomplished, and like you just have that like weird, inexplicable feeling of like, wow, I actually did that. You know, I'm actually capable of doing this kind of stuff. And isn't it always the case where, unless you're like an egomaniac, right? You know, you sometimes, you know, you doubt your own abilities. Excuse me. Oh my god. You doubt your own abilities, and in your mind, you're thinking like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can accomplish what I'm setting out to do. Like, this is gonna turn out like crap, you know? And then you actually look at it. Maybe you have to take a step back for a couple days and look at it with a fresh perspective, right? But then you think to yourself like, wow, I actually did that. You know, like that's kind of, I had that sort of thing happen last night, where I looked at it and I was like legitimately kind of impressed and proud of myself, you know, which is usually not something I feel very often, right? And not just with my artwork, but just in life in general, you know. I'm not really in the mindset to be like taken aback by my own accomplishments. You know, I don't really think about it that much. I just kind of do stuff and hope it works out for the best, right? But I had one of those moments last night where I was looking at it and I'm like, yeah, this is actually gonna work, right? Like I'm really proud of myself for this. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. I have impressed myself with my own ability that I questioned so much, right? And it made me feel pretty good. just about a lot of things. Like, not just my artistic ability, but just like this whole thing in general. You know, I was just thinking like, yeah, maybe this was the right choice because this is turning out really well. And I'm super happy, and I'm happy to share it. I'm happy to finally officially start working on it. Maybe there will be a new PNG coming soon, right? Because I don't plan on being tiny chibi Rollo forever. You know, it really was kind of just sort of a means to an end at this point. You know, like I wanted to get started, and I just did it because it didn't take me long to make, and it looks fine. You know, it's cute, it's fun, it works, but I didn't plan on using this forever. You know, and I'm moving forward a lot quicker than I thought. You know, I really thought that I was going to get hung up on this whole thing, that I wouldn't be able to design it the way that I wanted to, but I have been pleasantly surprised by my own ability. Again, I don't really know when the official reveal will be, because I haven't even started rigging it yet. I'm still in like the preliminary draft phases, where I'm still kind of designing the base design, you know, and making modifications. I haven't even really started segmenting it yet to be rigged. But it will happen. And it might happen sooner than any of us think, even me. But I'm really, really looking forward to it. And then I feel like once I take that step, right, then I'm gonna feel a lot more comfortable trying different things, you know? Because, I mean, right now, just being a static little PNG man, I feel that it's not that exciting to watch visually. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, that might just be my own bias against myself, right? But I would get bored eventually watching just a little PNG man play Minecraft. But that won't be the case forever, you know. Again, also, this is only like the 3rd stream, so like things are moving along quickly already. And that will be when the real fun begins, because then I'll feel more comfortable really kind of branching out and, you know, having fun ideas and getting stuff done. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but I'm not really one of those kinds of people that thinks about the future too much, you know. I think about prospects, but I don't think about, like, plans, right? I think about things that I want, but I never really consider how to get them. Because a lot of the times, I realize that the things that I want are just that. They're just desires that I have. And I never really make any real plans to pursue those things. But this is one of those things that I've been a little kind of surprised at my own tenacity, you know? I never once questioned if this is something that I wanted to do or not. I just kind of got it in my head that I was going to do it, and I did it, and I'm still doing it, you know? So I think we're going to keep it that way. But I will have a schedule soon. Still trying to get the hang of things, right? Still sort of testing the waters. Trying to figure out what the vibe is going to be. I'm a pretty chill guy, you know? I like to just take things as they come and enjoy things, have fun, you know? Not saying that I don't take things seriously, because I certainly do when I have to, right? I'm capable of doing that. But like, this is just silly, you know? Like, the whole idea of this is just kind of absurd, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I'm having a good time. Still a little early in the game, but I don't really see myself getting tired of this, to be honest. You know, this is kind of my natural state. I feel very meditative, very zen right now, and also very tired. So I think I'm gonna call it. And after I cut this tree down, I think that'll be it for tonight. And I would say you can expect me again on Friday. I'll be back. Perhaps with a little surprise. But we'll see. We shall see. We'll see how much progress can be made in the time coming. I have a day. One day. To do those things. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for yawning. Okay. Well, I think that is going to be it for now. We'll go ahead and call it here. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a good time. I did. Minecraft. We'll be back doing it again. Probably cutting some more trees down, I would imagine, next time. And then once I feel comfortable with the amount of trees that I've cut down, then we can maybe start kind of doing some street layout stuff. Maybe smoothing down some of these hills, making walkways. We'll see. Wherever the winds take us. You know? There's no set course. Just how I like it. With that being said, though, thanks for playing Minecraft with me. It was fun. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. But until then, remember, be decent to each other. It's very important. Have a good time. Take it easy. And bon voyage. Till next time. Bye-bye.